Rich boy, silly quick, fuck niggas.
Hey y'all, it's Tiara here, and today I am doing my Love and Hip Hop Season 6, Episode 5 recap. So, don't mind the fact that I have on the same outfit that I did in the other video. I'm filming them both in the same day. So, I'm just going to go ahead and get into this because this episode had a lot going on. So, starting with the first scene. So, the opening scene is Jock, Scrap, Stevie, and Kurt all sitting in a circle having a poker night, and Kurt is basically saying that he may have fucked up with Jasmine but the baby not his, have messed up with Jasmine but the baby's not his, blah 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 blah. And so then Jock interrupts and he's like, well, I have pictures of the baby. So he's showing the pictures of the baby to everybody at the table. And this guy named Tango is there, who plays a significant part in the next scene. I don't think this guy's going to be in the show, but whatever. This guy named Tango's there, as well as everybody else that's already on the show. So he's basically telling them that he may have smashed Jasmine at the same time that Kurt did. And I'm like, first of all, Jock, I love me some Jock, but he's being so messy showing these pictures to them. Like, first of all, Kurt already knows what the baby looks like because they have videos and pictures of him holding and playing with the baby. So he already knows what the baby looks like. So you showing him that is irrelevant. You're just being messy, trying to show it to everybody else, which I don't like that about Jock. I don't like that scene. But now he's telling everybody that he may have slept with her. If you may have slept, listen, if I may have slept with this girl and she already got a boyfriend and they're assuming that this baby may be Kirk's, I'm gonna keep my mouth closed. I'm not gonna say nothing. I'm gonna be like, I don't remember sleeping with her. You just want to insert yourself into something. You can go ahead and tell everybody that you may have slept with her. Like, I think that was so dumb and messy of Jock, but it is what it is. Carly like it, so that's all that matters. So in the next scene, Mimi and Jocelyn meet up to have like a lunch date or whatever, and Jocelyn looks a mess. Like, she has on this bright pink lipstick, and then she has on like this bright pink fox fur with the actual fox head. Like, she really did the most, but that's Jocelyn, so what can you expect? She's meeting up with Mimi. They're basically getting to know each other. Mimi's basically telling Jocelyn that she needs some connects because she didn't quit the glam shop, so now she's trying to start her own business and get her own clientele. She wants Jocelyn to help her, and Jocelyn's basically like, don't nobody like me, so I don't really know how I'm supposed to help you because nobody likes me, nobody's friends with me. She was like, after I had sex with all these girls, they stopped with me, because I guess she's saying that she slept with Tommy and now Tommy don't like her. She slept with Jessica Dime, now Jessica Dime don't like her. So that's basically what it is. She's like, I can't help you. Like, you're asking me to help you find some clientele, but nobody likes me, so I can't help you. So that's basically how that scene went. They were just, I guess, getting to know each other because Mimi is a new girl in town. Oh yeah, and then Jocelyn tells Mimi that she wants to have like a women's empowerment luncheon, dinner, breakfast. I have no idea, but I feel like that's gonna be bad. So we'll see how that goes, but I think it's gonna be bad. So in the next scene, we have Shooter, who is Sierra's husband, the lady that owns a glam shop. We have Shooter and Jock. They're sitting down. I think they're waiting for, well, they were waiting for Carly and Sierra to get there, but they were just sitting there talking, and Shooter was basically telling Jock that he's unhappy in his marriage, and I was just like, why are you saying this on national TV? And I don't know, but he was just expressing that he was unhappy in his marriage. So I was like, he's saying this for a reason. There has to be a reason. So Carly and Sierra walk in. They're sitting down talking, and then Carly instantly starts talking about how her and Jock's relationship is on the rocks because they have this situation going on where Jock may be the father of this girl. Like, she basically starts indirectly telling Kirk and Rashida's business and relaying it to what's going on with her and Jock right now. And I'm like, you could say what you need to say about you and Jock without telling Rashida and Kirk's business along with it. Like, all she could have said was, we going through a rocky patch right now because he screwed some bimbo, unprotected or protected, whichever one he says, screwed some bimbo, and now this he may be the father of this baby. That's all she had to say. She didn't have to throw indirectly, because she didn't say the name. She didn't have to indirectly throw Kirk and Rashida in there. But anyway, so Tiara and Shooter get into this argument at the table, and I'm just like, okay. They get into an argument at the table, and it gets really heated to the point where Shooter gets up and tries to storm off. Then Tiara goes running after him, pulling out his, like, grabbing him by his dreads, and I'm like, can security please come stop them? Because if this man turn around and punch her in her face, like, I am not one for men hitting women. I'm not. But don't put your hands on a man if you don't want to get touched back. That's how I feel. Like, I feel like anybody should be able to protect themselves. Like, I feel like men shouldn't hit women in a sense where you shouldn't be beating my behind every day because you told me to wash the dishes and I haven't washed them yet, or I didn't cook your breakfast on time, or before you went to work, so you just decided to beat my ass. I don't believe in domestic violence. But don't put your hands on somebody if you don't want somebody to put their hands back on you. And the way she was pulling at his dreads and like tugging at him, I was like, she might be lucky he's her husband, because if that was a guy on the street, he would have clocked her, like, for real. I was like, she's too much. But I really think it like stems from her making a lot of money in the family, and him feeling like him feeling like he's second to her being a breadwinner. But I also don't know what he does, so that might not be the case, but it is what it is. That's how that scene went. Carly telling people business she don't got no reason telling, and Tiara and her husband almost getting to a domestic violence altercation. So in the next scene, Jocelyn is meeting up with Melissa. I don't know if y'all remember Melissa, the girl who was like the gay nightclub owner from like 2 episodes ago, because I don't even think she was in the last episode. But anyway, she meets up with her to discuss this music video that she's trying to do. So basically, she wants all the girls on the show to be in her upcoming music video, so she can show that she put her differences to the side and she wants to start over with all the new girls. She explains that the only person she does not, absolutely not, want in her video is Mimi, the actual Stevie J Mimi, not Asian Mimi, Stevie Mimi. She basically says like their relationship is just not happening, so she don't want her in the video. And so Melissa's like, well, shit, I'll try to talk to them, but you already know the answer to this question. They don't like you. It's not happening. Let it go. Not happening. So that's basically how that scene went. It was pretty brief, but Melissa's like, it's just not gonna happen. Like, just, I don't know what Jocelyn's trying to do. She has literally effed over everybody on the show. Like, literally nobody on the show is cool with her, so I don't really know what she's trying to do. Well, clearly she's trying to make it look like she wants to be cool with everybody, but I don't think it's gonna happen. So in the next scene, is lovely Mimi, Treasure, who is the new girl from from Texas, and Mariah. There's so many people in this freaking show. So lovely Mimi, Treasure, and Mariah all meet up to discuss what happened the other day, I guess when they were at their strip club, when it was all of them meeting each other. So lovely Mimi decides to ask Treasure, you know, why did you say what you said about Tommy? In the last episode, she basically said that Tommy was low and that they were high because they were the strippers at the strip club and Tommy was just somebody who was in the strip club looking cute. So she basically says, I didn't mean it like that. I meant to say she was low key and we were high key because we were the strippers. And I'm just like, you know, you did not mean to say that. You just realized when you said it to the wrong person. That's why you're trying to reverse whatever you just said and trying to defend what you said, but you know you did not mean that. She meant to say that she was low and they were high, but then she goes on to say that Tommy is lower than her because she's a convicted felon. And Mimi was like, well, shit, I'm a convicted felon too, so what are you trying to say? And she was like, well, she convicted felon should not be on the same level as me because I'm an educated black woman, I graduated from blah blah blah. And I'm just like, you're just digging yourself deeper and deeper. Like, you tried to bring yourself up out the hole by saying that you just called her low key, but you're digging yourself right back in the hole because now you talking about her in front of somebody who has stuff in common with her. So if you talking about her, you talking about me too. So Mariah basically tries to settle them all down. Then they start gossiping about Tommy and Jock. And I'm like, why do y'all care about Tommy and Jock? But I guess they were trying to relate it to the fact that Tommy said that they were trash for messing with married men, and they're trying to relate what she's doing with Jock and Carly. But it's not the same. But so basically they're just gossiping about that, and then in Treasure's confessional, she says that she not trying to start no beef with Tommy because she new to the A. And I'm like, okay, you saying this in the confessional. You need to go approach Tommy before Tommy approach you. That's how I feel, because I mean, like, it's one thing to be like, I ain't scared of no bitch, but you also should know when to fight your battles and when not. Tommy's crazy. She's been to jail 55 times, so I'm pretty sure she's not gonna be hesitant about stabbing you. Like, come on now, the girl she's been in jail maybe like 20 times. So no matter what the charges were, she's still been to jail 20 times. So pretty sure she won't be too afraid to pop a cap in you. So you might want to go correct that before it ends up being a problem with you. Point blank period. Treasure's stupid. The stuff that comes out of her mouth, I'm like, why is she on this show? Take her back off. She was in one episode too many. Should have had her in last episode, and then that was it. So anyway, in the next scene, it is Rodney, Jasmine, and then Kiana is walking in the house. And I told y'all, Jasmine lives with them now because Kirk stopped paying her rent because she started opening her mouth, so she had to get out. I'm like, okay. So if y'all hear thunder, it's a storm outside. But anyway, so she basically tells Kiana, basically comes to the house and tells them that she was friends with the Tango guy that was there. Tango basically came back and told Kiana everything that happened at the table, that they were running around showing pictures, that Jock may have said that he slept with Jasmine. So now Jasmine and Rodney are heated. Jasmine's like, I never slept with Jock. And then now Rodney is upset because he's like, Jock was supposed to be my friend, how you gonna sleep with my girl? So this is about to be messy. I think they made plans to go ahead and meet up with Carly and Jock. So you will see that later on in the episode that they actually did meet up. But that's what happened in that scene. Kiana basically came back and told them everything that Tango told her. Scene, Kirk pulls up at Rashida's place of business at her shop. I think it's called Prest. And I think it's in Lenox. Is Preston Lenox? I don't know if it's in Lenox, Cumberland. I don't know. It's in one of these malls in Atlanta. But anyway, he pulls up, and as soon as he walks in, Rashida's mom is there. She's like cursing him out and going off on him. She's like, you need to get a divorce. And then she just storms off. I'm like, bro, I know she tired of him. She's probably like tells Rashida over and over again, you need to leave him, but she tries not to insert herself in it. But I think now she's over it, because when you bring a baby into something, that's a whole different level. And I think her mom is probably like, I'm over it now. Like, you really need to leave him. Like, just stop. So he basically tells Rashida, so I think, he basically admits that he did have sex with the girl. He's like, he basically is blaming it on their marriage, how Rashida's not there for him like she needs to be, so that's why he steps out on his marriage. Let me tell you something. It's one thing to step out on your marriage. First of all, I plan to never step out on mine, and I pray that my husband never steps out on his. But it's one thing to step out in your marriage, but it's another thing to step out in your marriage and then have evidence being the baby. Like, you have a whole baby, and the thing is, you don't even know if the baby is yours, but it's speculated, or it may be a chance or a probability that this baby is yours. Like, no, donezo, done. Like, it shouldn't even be an accident, because then that means you had sex with her without a condom. So just don't let me get me started on that. But I just feel like you stepped out on your marriage and there might be a potential baby, is over. Like, I believe in marriage counseling. I believe in exhausting everything that you can in a marriage before you quit on it. If somebody's feeling like they aren't getting what they need, let's go to counseling. You messed up, you stepped out, come talk to me and let me know what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Like, why did you feel the need to step out on our marriage? Yeah, you're gonna be in a doghouse. Yeah, you're gonna have to sit down and suffer through counseling with me when you probably don't want to. But we're gonna do whatever we need to do to fix our marriage. But now you stepping out and that's crossing the line, bro. Like, that is crossing the line. Getting somebody pregnant in your marriage. Because how you, not even how you gonna explain that, because you shouldn't have to explain yourself to anybody that's not in your marriage. But what do I look like? Like, now I gotta tell the church, the people of the church, that you got a baby on the way and I'm not pregnant. Like, oh, she about to be a surrogate. Like, I don't know. I feel bad for her, but then I kind of don't. Like I said before, I feel bad for Rashida, but then I kind of don't, because I don't know. Anyway, so that's how that scene went. He's basically trying to make excuses for why he did what he did. So now he's owning up to it, but he's like, he still don't think the baby is his. First you told me you didn't know her. Then you told me you was drunk and you might know her. Then you told me, oh, I might have fucked up. Then you told me, oh, I did fuck up, but it might not be mine. Oh, no. Oh, I did fuck up, but I used a condom. Oh, I did fuck up, but the baby might be mine. Which means you lied about using, like, you lied about everything. Like, every step, you add more and more stuff to what you got to tell me. I don't get it. So, basically, this next scene is when I just realized that I need to stop watching this show. Like, this next scene pissed me off so much. So, Mariah, who is Sierra's assistant, and Shooter, who is Sierra's husband, they meet up in the middle of God knows where to have a discussion. So they're talking in front of the cars, and she's basically telling him about what happened the other day. I need to hurry up because my camera's about to die. But long story short, I don't understand how the wife doesn't know that this money is missing. Whatever. So in the final scene, Jasmine, Rodney, Jock, and Carly meet up. Jasmine and Rodney basically want to confront Jock and Carly for going around spreading their business, going around showing their pictures of their child, and Rodney wants to confront Jock for going around saying that he's sleeping with his girl regardless of if he's doing it or not. Long story short, they get into this big ass argument, and Jasmine's like, stop going around showing my child like it's a joke. And then Carly's like, because it is a joke. Like, you're a joke. And so she's like, I'll reach across the table and slap you. She's like, well, do it. So she reaches across the table. They're about to fight, and that's how the scene ends. So basically, that's what it is in a nutshell. A lot of drama in this episode, as it is in every other episode. It's very entertaining. We all know it's fake, but it's very entertaining. So whatever. But anyway, that was the end of my recap. Thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you tune in next week for episode 6. Don't forget to like, subscribe, do all those YouTube-y things, and thank you guys. Me need more fuel for the lime green. Me no one girl can deny me. Me no see me change shiny but white free. One time, yeah.